I was not doing good before the retreat. I have had a lot of stuff happening in my life in the like 5 weeks leading up to the retreat. I felt really alone and overwhelmed going into the retreat. During the retreat, I felt so much more grounded and present and connected with myself. And I think that the retreat was just such an amazing experience. I did not expect the level of like vulnerability that we all shared, not just myself or like one or two others, but every single person. And I think when every single person in an environment is like that open and like determined, I think, to work on themselves and like their own healing process, it really like motivates and inspires everyone else. And I really opened up about some personal stuff that I feel a lot of like shame about. And I think the retreat was a really pivotal moment for starting to like release some of that shame and like normalize things for myself and accept myself and not blame myself for things or think that there's something wrong with me. And in my life now, afterwards, like in my dating life, for example, I'm having an easier time. Like, I think that in the past, if something were to go wrong in a particular way, I would automatically assign all blame to myself and think there's something wrong with me. But now, when something is happening that's like really uncomfortable for both of us, like I'm communicating my needs. I'm also seeing what their needs are and like communicating with them based on that and have more awareness when something is like not right. Like this isn't the right fit. I don't like the way I'm being treated versus like I didn't perform the way that I was supposed to and now like I've caused the problem. So that I think is one of the most valuable takeaways that I've had. And I love dancing, and dance is like my number one hobby and passion in my life. And I had a secret hope that going on the retreat would like unlock a deeper level to my dance. And that has been the other huge thing. I really was able to start to use my whole body. And also I can like feel the music with my whole body more and like tap into like an even deeper flow state. Like I feel so much more connected to myself and to dance. And I have noticed since the retreat that now I'm using dance as an outlet for like moving through different emotions and processing stuff because a lot of stuff has been coming up, and like dance is what is like keeping me grounded and like connected to what I'm feeling and thinking on a given day. I think that the retreat was really, really helpful in understanding that my like inner child has been there the whole time and I had no idea. Like I knew because people talk about it, but I like didn't actually understand how that those feelings have been carried with me through every interaction that I've like ever had in the rest of my life. It was shocking to me in a way, but also it gave me so many answers. And like I really think that I already felt like all of my challenges, like I do truly think it's all goes back to like my childhood trauma, and that's just the way that it's like manifested for me. I also went into the retreat hoping to see some improvements in my physical health because I do have a lot of physical health problems that I think also have like manifested from my childhood trauma. And I, for the last like 8 or 9 months, have been having really irregular periods. But I've had one period since the retreat, and it's the first completely normal one that I've had in 9 months. And I feel like it's not a coincidence. I have always struggled with like actually listening to my body. I've always been so in my mind and logic and trying to intellectualize everything. And since the retreat, I do just feel so much more in conversation with my own body than I did before. Like, I think before, when my body wasn't really like behaving the way that I wanted, I was thinking, this is wrong, I'm wrong, like, this isn't working, like, what's wrong with me? But I now have discovered that my body has been giving me messages this entire time, and I've been ignoring them and like overriding them and saying, that's not how this should be, like, you're wrong, instead of listening, like, okay, body, like, what do you actually need? Like, what's happening here? Like, why aren't we comfortable? Like, what do we need to get comfortable? I think in the long term, that is going to be one of the greatest things that I took away, is having a stronger relationship to myself and like what my body is trying to tell me. And it's like, it's been so frustrating for me in the past when people are like, the answers are within, because it's like,
you're like, what does that mean?
yeah, what does that actually mean? How do I listen? What are you saying? Like, it's started to become more clear to me and make more sense to me. The only reason I signed up was because I knew a person with personal experience being on the retreat, and I also saw with my own eyes how that person had changed. She has physically changed, like, she's lost weight, which shouldn't be the goal, but I do think that that is like a side effect of like releasing trauma and healing. And also, we know each other through dance, and her dancing changed. It was crazy. Like, she really struggled to move her body at all. And I didn't know that like an experience like what we had could change a person like that.